Good day, my good friends. Good day and welcome, welcome. This is the June 1st. June 1st. Here we go, ladies and germs. June 1st. Where does the time go? Where does the excitement go? Well, I'll tell you one bit of it is excitement, which I find absolutely incredible. And I hope you do too. And I hope you recognize what I'm telling you is true. Candace is in Russia, in St. Petersburg, and Moscow. And they're going batshit crazy. You can't do this. You can't travel. What are you doing? You didn't check it with us. You're not supposed to go. You're not supposed to go around, even though Russia's been around since 862 Common Era or AD. This is history, art, religion, absolute font of, but we must maintain this stupidity and this rigidity regarding people that the government is telling you, you must hate these people. Well, she has said, blow it out your ass, I'm going there. And it's changing everything. And you're going to see more of this because I want to see the world opened up. I'm tired of this. We are dangerously getting into this. Listen, isolationism sounds great on paper, but it doesn't work in a free and truly open society. We're going to be talking about this. But speaking of which, listen very carefully. I've got something on. I want you to listen to me. This is about emergency food. And if you think this is just some plain old ad, you're not paying attention. My dear friend and patriot, this is not about fear-mongering. This is about reality. Look around the world right now. The Strait of Hormuz, shipping lanes under pressure, political instability, fertilizer shortages, fuel prices swinging wildly, farmers struggling with costs that were unthinkable a couple of years ago. And now, when fertilizer prices rise, planting slows. And when planting slows, harvest shrink. And when harvest shrink, food prices explode. It is a domino effect. You know this intuitively, and it's true. And we are already seeing the warning signs everywhere. People assume that grocery stores somehow magically refill themselves, that everything's fine overnight. They don't. Modern supply chains are fragile. One disruption, one cyber attack, one geopolitical escalation or miscalculation, one transportation bottleneck, and shelves empty fast. We saw glimpses of this before, and next time it could be far worse. This is why I strongly urge you. Nobody's going to force you. Nobody's going to make you do this. This is up to you. But I strongly urge you to prepare now while you still can. Do not wait until panic buying begins. Get a free Mega Protein kit when you order a 3-month emergency food supply right now from our great friends at My Patriot Supply. Go to preparewithlionel.com. Preparewithlionel.com and click the link below. This is not paranoia. This is prudence. Food security is national security and family security. Prepare now because the world is becoming more unstable by the day. And you know this is true. Preparewithlionel.com. And this is something which is just absolutely amazing to me. I think this is something which is really, really critical, perhaps. We are seeing something right now which I hope you do not misjudge or miscalculate or misread this as just kind of obstinacy on her part, or maybe her just being, a troublemaker. This is absolutely enormous. Enormous. I can't say this enough. Right now, my first live show and first super. Hey, love from upstate New York. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Katie Lynn Sims. Thank you, Katie Lynn Sims. Thank you so much. And welcome. Welcome. God, I love this. I love this more than anything you can imagine. I love to see, and you know who's going absolutely nuts is that lunatic Larry Loomer. Out of her mind. Because nobody checked with her. Nobody sought to see if it was okay. Nobody thought, hey, maybe we should, should we check this out? No, no. Candace does what Candace believes in. Period. End of discussion. This is something which is so critical. Something, again, trying to put this into words, trying to explain, to explicate this. Everything is changing. And I love it. And I hope that we don't, in the course of this, don't miss the genius of this, because what is happening right now is something so critical and so fascinating. Let me see if I can explain this to you. Very, very simple. For the longest time, we have just been obeisant little puppy dogs, with all due respect to wonderful puppy dogs. I think they're kind of more aware than we kind of give them credit to, or for, at, or on, or whatever the hell the word is. And we've just done this. We've said, okay, who's it? Iran, evil. Okay, all right, okay, Iran. All right, whatever you say. Right? Oh, sure. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, we were just like, oh, absolutely. Whatever you say, we're just whatever you say. Why are they bad? I don't know. Don't ask any questions. We've never been to Iran. We have no idea what the hell we're talking about. But we're being told you don't want to go there. Why? Because they're evil. Okay, they're evil. Why are they evil? I don't know. They just are. Don't you? They're Persians. They have a history and a culture we can't even get near. Do you grasp this? Seriously? Do you grasp this? It's like nothing we've ever seen before. How long are we supposed to keep doing this? So Candace says, I'm going to go. Her husband, George, because he's British, he's far more cultured. They're far more. There are people in this country who don't even have passports. They don't even have a passport. And when it comes to the Brits and the Europeans, they're far more traveled, dare I say, far more cultured than we are. I'm sorry to say this, but it's true. It's true. Far more cultured. And Loomer is going berserk because she's an agent. She's a Russian agent. What are you talking about? Russian agent, for the love of God. Boris and Natasha are over. The Cold War is over. Stop it. We don't have enough friends. Where are we going with this? Do you feel the power of the United States when we're in what, 8? Let me make sure I get this quote this right. Number of foreign, always do this, number of foreign bases and countries. This is a part. I think it's like 800. I always get this wrong. Here we go. The United States maintains the largest global military footprint in history, operating approximately 750 to 877 military base sites across roughly 55 to 95 foreign countries. 750 to 877 military base sites across 55 to 95 foreign bases. Do you feel stronger? Do you feel safe? Where's your money? This is where our money's going. Well, we might have to cut back on Social Security. Well, we got. How long are we going to do this? Do you feel safe? This is ridiculous. Is there anybody here who actually fears the Russians? If you stop fucking around with these people, maybe. They've got hypersonic weapons. Why are we doing this? You've got this little boy, Pete Hegseth, who's running around acting like a tough guy. Let me tell you something. This guy would shit in his pants the first time somebody starts shooting at him. There are professionals out there who know what they're doing, and he ain't one of them. He's a guy who likes to do push-ups, and old Trump thinks he's a good-looking guy. There's a weird kind of homoerotic kind of G.I. Joe weird thing here. I don't know what's going on. Same thing with Bobby Kennedy Jr. I don't know what that's about. You do know that when some people are addicts, I hate to say this, everything kind of gets rewired. You don't know anymore. Sometimes there's sense of likes and dislikes and feelings and ups and downs and satisfaction. And, what was kind of, the straight and narrow kind of gets lost in translation. I'm serious about this. We've got some of the, is there anybody in the administration that you're proud of? Kash Patel? Dear God, what have you, Ben Turpin? Look him up. Kash Patel. You've got, by the way, Lutnick's gone. You notice that? Gone. This is Trump's New York buddy. He is so connected, allegedly, with Epstein. He's just gone. He's just like, goodbye. That was Witkoff and Jared Kushner dealing with Lavrov. Are you nuts? Have you, do you, I know people don't understand this. We've got a lot of good people. The first thing I would do is I'd put Mearsheimer and I will put Colonel McGregor in there and somebody who knows what the hell they're talking about, who act like men, smart men, learned men, adults. I don't understand this. Listen, if you want to go around, you want to start playing, well, you be my guest. So what Candace is doing is she says, I'm going to go here. She's on TV and they go, they're sanctioned. Why are they sanctioned? What are you afraid of? Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. Unless you just want to cripple people like we do with Iran for whatever it's worth, that's fine. Tell me one idea that's going to shake you, that's going to hurt you. Tell me an idea. Tell me a thought. Tell me anything that people are going to tell you that's hurting you. Tell me one thing. Tell me one idea. Tell me. I'm serious. I don't understand this. For years, we have been conditioned to believe that merely visiting Russia, speaking to Russians, acknowledging anything positive about the country somehow placed a person beyond the pale. This old Cold War patellar reflex that we've got nearly entirely disappeared. They simply evolved into modern political and media orthodoxy where curiosity itself became suspect. What are you interested in this for? What's the matter with you? Candace Owens, her trip to Moscow, shattered the narrative. Same thing with, you remember when Tucker, what do you do? He says, this is beautiful. This is clean. Look at the subways. How's the crime? Nothing like this. Do you have degenerates in LA basically shitting in the streets and acting like turning it into a sewer? You think this is great? You think this is wonderful? Oh, we're proud of this. And you've got this Karen Bass Ackwards, as Kelsey Grammer calls her. This is ridiculous. We're cultured. We are. We've got lunatics. One of the reasons why I'm late, and I apologize, I'm doing a little legal work. And I'm telling you right now, I wish I could tell you what I knew. We've got people in the streets right now. We've got some of the most dangerous, crazy people you've ever seen. And what's interesting is that Candace's trip to Moscow is shattering the narrative in the most devastating way possible. Not through propaganda, slogans, or ideology, but through ordinary observation. Look at this. Talk to these people. Talk to them. So Candace is traveling to Russia, and she's describing what she's seen so far. Clean streets, order, beauty, history, churches, families, public spaces that appeared safe and functioning instead of returning with tales of darkness and fear that many in Western media have long, I guess, implied define Russia. You're not going to see this. She came back, and still, she's talking now, visibly surprised by what she's seeing. And the reaction from a lot of people in the media is, of course, as you can imagine, immediate and revealing. These folks, they don't merely disagree with her. Many see her as somehow she's an agent. And it's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. You can't believe this. And I'm convinced One of the reasons why people don't want you to go to Russia or any place else for that matter is you don't want to. They don't want you to see how shitty it is here. I'm sorry to be so blunt, but apparently sometimes you have to speak. Maybe I've been being too highfalutin, people. Maybe I've been using these big words because I don't think people understand what I'm trying to say. We're living in a sewer here. This is ridiculous. And for the first time, this is the best part. Every time I look at X, I've got another degenerate, psycho, lunatic walking around with their pronouns, trying to affect and destroy kids. I've got grown men with a scrotum producing testosterone, and others, of course, pituitary as well, competing. And you've got, for the first time in Russia, they're saying, guess what? This stuff is a mental illness. But they're supposed to be backwards. Who's backwards? We're just nuts. We've just lost our minds. It's crazy. And we've got Hollywood, and the best part about Hollywood is falling apart. How much was Colbert losing? 40? Now, did you see what Variety's doing? Oh, Jimmy Kimmel was worried. Jimmy Kimmel was talking. Jimmy Kimmel. Let me tell you something about Jimmy Kimmel and these people, these douchebags, all these people. He was losing $40 million. It wasn't because of his political ideology. He sucked. Do you understand this? And the best one, great stories. First of all, Candace, number one. Number two, this is another great news story. Guess who Barry Weiss is thinking about getting to go over to 60 Minutes? Joe Rogan. Ah! Joe's not a journalist. Well, neither are you. These are apparatchiks. These are people who are basically involved in this. Oh. So anyway, and Candace she is saying basically, I'm going to do whatever I want. And when she goes, other people are going to want to go. Other people are going to go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me talk to people. What am I worried about? Go to China. People go to China all the time. All the time. I'm not sure if I want to go to China. But the point is, what China? Dear God, they're going to bury us. That's okay. But Russia, no. Why? Because that's classic NATO. If there's no Russia, there's no NATO. NATO was devised to protect us from the Soviet Union. There's no Soviet Union. Okay, then Russia, whatever is left. If so help me God, if Putin and everybody said we're going to call this Alabama, we're not going to speak Russian, we're going to abnegate and walk away from basically everything that's about us. You know what NATO would say? So what? There's still Russia. No Russia, no NATO. NATO is money. Want to join NATO? We'll protect you from what? From Russia. What are you going to? What's Russia going to do? Well, you know, that Putin, he's crazy. He's crazy. So this is classic. This is what the Lucchese's did years ago. This is protection. You know, be ashamed if something happened to your window there. What do you mean? They used to do this all the time. Be ashamed if something happened to your. You know, if you pay us, I'll protect you and your store from somebody breaking your window. I don't think I need protection. Oh yeah, you do. And if you don't pay, your window gets broken. Same thing when they did it in restaurants. They said, be terrible if people had their cars scraped or scratched or banged up. Nobody will come to your restaurant. We'll protect you. This is classic. This is thuggery. This is old school gangster. This is what NATO's doing. This is what they're telling you. You got to do this. You got to pay. Oh, by the way, if you want to come in, you got to pay this. You got to buy this weapon system. You got to pay this. You got to keep paying for us. And don't worry, U.S. will pick up the rest of the tab. And where does that go? It goes to them. And the Victoria Nuland's in there, Mike Pompeo's and these folks. They are so, not only are they Osios concretized, ossified relics, antediluvian pieces from I don't know what. Candace and others are going to ruin the Russian narrative because God forbid we lose our fear. We say, wait a minute, these aren't that bad. You know what it's like? It's almost like, remember when people got really upset about the pit bulls? Pit bulls are crazy. Pit bulls are dangerous. Pit bulls are beautiful dogs. Beautiful. You can train them to be one, but they're not necessarily evil. You know what the greatest bite frequency is? I remember one time reading Golden retrievers. Golden retrievers, more golden retrievers bite people than you can imagine. So the point of all this, the point of this narrative is that they're still trying to justify the military industrial complex, the money that's going into this. And when people like Candace and others say, wait a minute, these are nice people, don't say that. Don't say it's clean. Don't say that. They're backwards and they got to wait in line for toilet paper. It's like, they're not now. They think that it's ridiculous. This one woman is going to completely change the narrative, and they won't have that. They can't have that. It's the most incredible story there is. Aren't you tired of this? Aren't you, seriously, aren't you saying enough of this? Stop it. This is ridiculous. 850 almost countries? Let me say this again. Between 750 and 877 military bases in 55 to 95 foreign countries. You want that? I don't want that. Yeah, but Iran may get a missile. Okay. Iran may get a nuke. Okay. Quickly, answer this question. What do you think will happen if Iran says, we're going to send a nuke to Cleveland? Put down. What do you think? Come on. Answer my question. I'll address the fear right off the bat. What happens? Iran gets a nuke. They aim it towards Dubuque. I don't know. And they fire that baby. And they have something. Let's assume they've got it maybe over. But either way, and we know, okay, we know where it's coming from. What will happen? What will happen? What do you think will happen to Iran? Answer my question. What's going to happen? Come on, this is what they're telling us. We have to destroy them because they could get a nuke. They could get a nuke. And if they get a nuke, it's over with. It's done. The first thing you're going to do, the Ayatollah go, yeah, this is great. Come on, let's fire. Let's blow up Montana. We're going to start with them. Philadelphia. We're going to do it. Come on, once and for all. Yay. What do you think is going to happen? Seriously. Who in their right mind, honest to God, you got to ask yourself, what in the name of God are we worried about? Who is going to do this? I just don't. Haven't you just had enough of this? Haven't you said to yourself, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't take this Republic. I don't know who these people are. The Democrats are nuts. They are batshit crazy, lunatic. They're into the sexual deviancy. I don't understand it anymore. Our good friend Stephen Salty says, looking very snazzy. Thank you so much. As I'm losing my mind in exhortation. Thank you. This is the part that's the most important. What is going on here? These parties do nothing for me. Nobody's offering me anything. Have you ever had so many people have such a hard time celebrating 250 years? 250 years? Russia's been around basically since 862. 862. In one iteration, but the point is, we don't have 250 years of what? Great. God, but I love our country. They can't even get together. They're going to put Milli Vanilli. They're canceling. People should be running to appear. But even then, partisan politics, because it's Trump. It's the most stupid thing. And between you and me, this UFC stuff is barbaric. This is stupid. Why don't we have, tractor pulls? Or maybe modifieds or I don't know, go-karts, or it's just, they've got the Bolshoi, they've got I mean, my God. Their literature. And what do? We've got UFC. What is going on here? We used to have people would, again, I keep saying Jack Kennedy, but they would have Pablo Casals, and you would have the greatest Robert Frost. Oh my God. And who do we have now? What? Kid Rock? We get this stupid flop. Kid Rock? This is the voice of your party? Kid Rock is Vanilla Ice not available? What's going on here? We're the most pedestrian group of nothings I've ever seen in my life. We are anti-intellectual, mouth-breathing, yammering, and the best part about it is that UFC? Are you kidding me? I think I'm the only one here. I don't think anybody even cares. So, Candace, you go, please. But if you can't, don't look at her pictures because you'll cry. You'll cry. You'll cry. You'll look at this. There's just a. What's going to happen to our civilization? What is going to happen to our culture and our soul? Let me ask you something. Are we a smart people? No. Are we a smart people? No. Are we cultured? No. Are we refined? No. No. Are we anti-intellectual? Yes. 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 Absolutely. We have no sense of dignity. Even our politics is just, we are the laughing stock. Erdogan, who is supposedly crazy, is regal compared to this. Xi Jinping, everybody in the world. And we act like hee-haw, bumbling, oafish, carnival, redneck, low rent, UFC? Because Dana White is, what? You do know this is low rent, right? You do know this is trailer trash. You do know this. I hate to say it. It may be fun to listen. I love professional wrestling. I don't want that at that 250th. I don't want to have Dusty Rhodes dead, but I'm not going to have Dirty Dick Murdoch and Cactus Jack. What are you talking about? Whether dignity, decorum, class, panache. What is the matter? What happened to us? What happened to us? And Candace, you go, girl. And she went right for Larry Loomer. Said, I'm calling you out. They're going crazy because, Candace, you're not abiding by the rules. And Candace says, I don't need the rules. I'm going to do whatever I want. I don't need you. I'm going to do what I want. When Tucker went and spoke to Putin, I thought they were going to go crazy. Say, don't you understand this? Who wouldn't you want to talk to? What did you want to go to Iran and talk to the? Remember Mike Wallace? Mike Wallace was the best. He talked to the Ayatollah Khomeini, and he said, people think you're nuts. Nobody got mad at him. Barbara Walters met with Castro. Nobody got mad at her. How are you supposed to do? Nixon opened up the gates. They talked to Deng Xiaoping. I don't understand this. How are we supposed to? There was a time when we had Che Guevara and we had Castro and others. How are you supposed to ever figure out anything if you don't talk to these people? And when I mean talk to them, I want to know more about Iran. Do women prefer this? For all I know, women say, we want to walk around wearing veils. We like veils. Okay, it's up to you. Let me tell you something. We've got people in our country, we've got these fat, waddling, Stadipygian walruses walking around with this fat ass and these slides, walking around lumbering about with these beer-bellied guts, these penises, the paniculi. these tenter-bellied, I don't know what they are, circus pachyderms walking around, barely able to put together a sentence, and we're worried about somebody wearing a veil. I wish these people wear a veil. I wish they wear a tent. I wish they could I wish I wouldn't have to see them. I don't understand this. Who are we to tell anybody you're wearing a veil? Look around you. Look. Seriously. We're a bunch of sloths. I don't understand what's going on here. Where did we ever get off telling anybody, oh, how dare you can't do that? This is their religion. This is what they believe in. Now, if you don't want to have, if the women are subjugated, then fine. You tell them, do me a favor. Either you vote them out of office or whatever, but it's not my problem. It's your house rule. Who are we to tell people? Ask black folks. Remember this, before these pseudo victims came along, there were people that we treated black people like animals. It was horrible. We had the fugitive slave clause in our Constitution until the 13th Amendment came along. Who are we to tell people what to do? Blacks only, black, white, black. You couldn't even go to the bathroom, separate bathrooms. What are they, animals? Yeah. That's what we did. We did it. Hang them, right? Nothing's perfect. Who do we have right now? Who are the great purveyors of this? Al Sharpton, he's on his way out. He's on the back nine right now. Who are we to tell anybody anything? Seriously, I don't understand this. And I'm so tired of people telling me, I can't talk about this. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about this. Why not? Just don't talk about this. They're trying to tell you what you could even take if you're sick. And when I read this bullshit, I can't believe this, about Rand Paul. Rand Paul, I'm going to be meeting with Bobby Kennedy. I'm so tired of Bobby Kennedy. Did he just fool you? Do you believe this stuff? Seriously. What is this guy? Is he like Svengali? Is he your Rasputin? Who the hell is Bobby Kennedy? What has he ever done? Nothing. He puts that blue stuff on his tongue and he's picking up rattlesnake. He's going to get bit because he's into this weird little boy Pinocchio thing about, look how strong I am. Look how attractive I am. Look, I'm doing pull-up. What's the matter? It's that Kennedy, that weird Kennedy thing. You talk about treating women like a, oh my God. Any woman who marries a Kennedy has got to be out of her mind. Got to be out of her mind. Seriously, look at this group. I don't know. Look, I wish them well, but it's like, excuse me, we don't have royalty in this country, and they sure as hell are not royalty. Half of these people. By the way, you ever seen those? Have you ever seen the choppers on these people? They could eat an apple through a picket fence. You ever seen this? If you could clone the Kennedy teeth with the Osmonds, oh my God. Can you imagine that? It'd make Freddie Mercury look like he's toothless. These are the weirdest. We were told these people got class. Then we got this lunatic, this Schlossberg. He's out of his fucking mind. He's tweaking out crazy. And they're so saying, he's wonderful. Did you hear what he said? He's walking around shaving his head, yammering. And Russia's the bad guy? Really? Really? How many guys do you have walking around competing against women on Russian swim teams? I'll save you your time. None. Because Putin says, Jamie Burling. There we go, Jamie. Lionel, why is the defense for Tyler want to have a blanket ban on cameras? I don't know. I think it's crazy. They need all the help. Maybe they don't want you to know. Maybe they're bought off. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'd want every camera in that one. Normally, I might not want to. But this one is. Unless you do me a favor. Thank you for that. Nobody cares about him. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about Charlie. Nobody cares about anything. Nobody cares about any of this stuff. More people are worried about Candace Owens going on vacation to Russia than anything that's going on right now. They don't care about this. They don't care about this. Now, let me tell you something right now. I mentioned the Strait of Hormuz about this food. If you think this is a joke, if you think this is, see, we have this sense of invincibility. Everything's fine. We went to buy helium. I think I told you this. To blow up a balloon. Just one balloon. No helium. Why? Guess. Where's helium from? I don't know. Where's the Strait of Hormuz? I don't know. Where's the Bab el Mandeb? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm an American. I watch Fox News. I watch Fox News. I don't care about that. We're the greatest country in the world. Yeah. And we still have men on teams. We still have, honey, what was that thing today about we're the only state in New York that where you can transact with a 16 with a minor for sex? What was that? She's in another room. I don't know what's going on. So, Candace, you have a great time. Take a picture. Show me what clean looks like. Tell me what clean looks like. I'm so tired of seeing homeless, degenerate, crazy people strewn about on purpose to make life unlivable. And this Karen Bass, who spent what? This is LA, who made the first, and people like Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda. Remember what Jane Fonda did during Vietnam? Remember when they went to her and gave her, said, listen, they're torturing us? Remember what Jane Fonda did? This is their hero? So let me tell you something right now. Seriously, you can think this is a joke. We are so screwed up. It's not even funny. And when somebody goes up and says, I'm going to do whatever I want to, I'm thinking, thank God somebody's got guts. Somebody's got guts. They tried to do it to Scott Ritter. They tried to mess around with him. They don't want you going. They want you to understand you are not free to say what you want and go wherever you want. You are not free. Don't think this. I don't know where this came from. You can say whatever you want. No, you can't. No, you can't. So what we have to do is we have to start from scratch. We have to scrap these two parties and start all over again. And there's a bunch of people right now listening who have never, ever even so much as thought about politics until now. What is one thing? Tell me one thing the Republican Party is offering you. What? Tell me. What's the one thing? You know what they do here in New York? Let me tell you what these Republicans do. They hate this guy, Ma'am Danny. What do? Nothing. They talk a lot of bullshit. Well, what are you going to do? I don't know. We're just going to go on. I'm just going to make fun of him in the New York Post. And that's it. That's it. Well, why don't you go on and tell people, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sit around and just talk to my friends about how bad he is and he's a communist and he's a, okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. Nothing. Well, don't you think you should put out an education program to tell people? No. Oh, I deal with this all the time. The Republicans here, they're the biggest waste of time ever. I don't know. They don't even know what they stand for. They're living in a world of like, I don't know. I think, so help me God, I think, you're going to think I'm crazy. I think they think Fox News is a religion. I think they think Fox News is a religion. I think they think that Fox News is a religion. I think they have this idea that it's a storyboard of Reagan and Rush and the 80s and Newt Gingrich and we're the greatest. Yeah. And they sit around, they talk about how great things are. They're like a country club. You know that? You ever say, I can't stand country clubs. I don't know about you. I can't stand them. They're pretentious and they sit around. I don't know what they think, but they think they think, well, we're better. We have the club. We're going to go play golf. Good for you. It's a free country. Do whatever you want. They're like this country club group that think they're intellectually better. They're dumb as rocks. They have no idea what's going on. Nothing. No clue. Honey, what was the thing you said about New York about you can come here and do anything? Yeah, what did
Law enforcement has told me thinking around in the world is going to come here, drugs, trafficking, kids, anything.
No, but something you said about the 16-year-olds are trafficking and soliciting, what was that?
Oh, sorry. Only state in the nation where 15, 16, 17, it is not a felony to sexually exploit, sex traffic. It's considered a misdemeanor.
15, 16, 17.
16, 17-year-olds.
If you sex traffic, it's not a misdemeanor. It's not a felony. What is it?
Misdemeanor.
But what's the charge?
I can send you the article.
No, but I'm saying, do you know what's going on right now? Oh, and the biggest people are full of shit are the religious. Oh yeah, because all they want to do is they want to talk about it's Satan. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. I just want to talk about Satan. It's evil. Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. It's Luciferian. It's evil. It's satanic. They're demons. Yeah, it's a low-level offense. Yeah. Did you hear what I just told you? And I love so many of you, but what do? Are you voting? What are you going to do? No, we just want to talk about it. I just want to just tell people that this is demonic. Okay. Well, anybody out there you've got in mind to? No, not really. Anybody? What do you want to do? And I know, and I mean this, and I'm not including you in this, but let me just warn you. By the way, 14 subscribers away from 400,000. I'm at 399,986. 14. I need 14 subscriptions to be 400. This could do it. There's got to be 14 people watching right now who are not subscribed to Lionel Nation. It's like they keep toying me. Look, Candace has 6 million, and she deserves every one of them. I'm trying to get a lousy 400,000. This has been a week, and now I swear to you, I think they know what they're doing. Yeah. And X, my stuff gets hidden. Okay, 989. Okay, let me see. We're getting close. I'm at 399,989. That's it. I've been like, pouring my heart out. Last night, it was an exhortation. It was like a catharsis. I did 2 hours. I just 10 away. 10. Just 10. 399. Oh, 9 away. 9. Do I hear 10? Do I 8 away? Say so. Lucky filters. There's 992. Look at this. Come on. This is like so sad. I'm like a barking seal over here. But I've been doing this. I've been doing this for 20 years. You don't know what YouTube's put me through. I got 7. I got 993. 993. 995. 5 more. Well, that's it. What are we going to do right now, my friends? 996. I got 996. So I hear 997. 997 here, 97 here, 97 here. Come on, 7. And watch what happens. Somebody somewhere is going to go, no, you're not going to get that. No. Oh, 97. No, you're not going to get that. Why? Because we're going to toy with you. Because we don't like. You don't know. I don't even want to tell you what I've been through. It's like, what? I can say stuff that other people say worse than anything. They get a pass. They're never, held up. Have you heard Fredo? This poor woman. She's so sweet. She can't, her whole thing is, 998. Her whole thing is one, what am I trying to say? It's one, edited thing. 999. 399, 400,000. We just did it. 401. That's it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And there's one. Somebody just dropped it. Now it's 400. See? Isn't that great? Isn't that something? Don't you love that? That's okay. It's one of those ones. That's all right. A man can dream. I'll just have that. That's my little 400,000. Thank you so much. But you did it. You were there. And you were important. You were there. You were a part of this whole thing. That's it. God bless you. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to go like that, move it over here. By the way, it's a great little program called Snagit. I'm not promoting. I mean, I'm just you can like do screenshots better than anything you've ever seen before. And there it is. That's it right there. 400. That's it. I once saw 403. 402. See, somebody this playing games. That's okay. We did it. Thank you. Thank you for that. I got to tell you one story. This is the best YouTube story ever. I put up a picture. There was the picture of God and Adam. You know what I'm talking about? You know where God, this is like Da Vinci. I think it's Da Vinci, right? Remember God and Adam and they're pointing? Remember they're doing like that? And Adam's he's nude. And you can see his chichinido, you can see it. But I mean, it's I'm sorry. It's, hang on a minute. God, Adam, I think it's Da Vinci. It was a Sistine Chapel, right? Sistine Chapel. Yeah, that's it. It's called The Creation of Adam. Yep. This is Michelangelo, excuse me. This is the iconic fresco, Michelangelo, Sistine Chapel, okay? For some reason then, I don't know why, but his manhood it's like infantile, it's microscopic. Do you know I got like not a strike, but I think I had to like set it up because they thought it was obscene. I said, no, this is art. Look at Bella Stella, the beautiful star. Congratulations, 400K. Here's to getting $1 million. Oh, Bella, I'll get $1 million. I'll be probably 100 at this rate, but thank you. Thank you for that. Do you know a picture? And I said, but other people show it. The same picture. It's Michelangelo. It's not, I'm not being, doesn't matter because some algorithm or something saw it. They had no excuse, no exception for me. I said, but here, other people use it. They wanted me to put a censor. And I thought to myself, I'm doomed. Okay, Italy here. Ciao, bella. Ci vediamo. I don't know what to tell you. And I hear about it's a free country. Oh, look at this. Real One podcast. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Thank you so much. Did you watch my show on the exploding microphone? I did not see it, but I have got it. It's in my list, my friend. Yesterday we were doing a lot of stuff, but I will see that. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. You're a good man. Please. This is a damn good group of young men and women and people and folks trying their best to do this. I'll tell you, yesterday, I can tell you, we had what a day. Mrs. L and I went to a place. It's in New Jersey. What was it called? Oldwick. And it's all of these, it's just Tewksbury Inn, and we had lunch there, and it was just this Revolutionary War in Washington and just incredible. It's about this country. New Jersey. When you think about New Jersey, you think, and the property there, that's where I would live. They had places where you can't believe this. We went by, where is Trump's place? Bedminster, Steve Forbes, and all this stuff out there. Anyway, we're out there, we're just driving around. And it makes me think about this country. What would Thomas Jefferson think? What would they think? What would they think? And if I said Ben Frank, I said, Ben, come here, Benny, Benno, Benica. Guess what? They're giving Candace Owens shit for what? She went to Russia. What's wrong with that? Oh, you don't understand. They're the enemy. Well, why are they the enemy? I don't know. The Cold War? Huh? And don't forget, by the way, Stalin was a son of a bitch. There's no. And Beria, Remember Beria? This sick guy who was a sexual, it's horrible. They did him in as well. Oh no, it was, but he basically simultaneously basically destroyed Hitler. Absolutely. Leningrad? No. Have you ever seen this one fighter, Fedor Emelianenko, Fyodor? Have you seen this guy? Have you seen this guy? This is a he doesn't. Have you ever seen him and his brother? They do UFC. He comes out. America's like, ah, and they're like this. It's like he's ordering a sandwich. There's no. That one scene where he landed on his head and then beat the guy. He never lost. He never had any expressions. They're mafia. They're because they used to, I don't know if they were, but they always wore the leather jackets. They're all playing chess. Have you seen these folks? This is scary. It's this. I mean, there's a whole other thing. Now, first of all, I don't think, from what I've seen, I'm crazy about the food. I have no affinity to Russia or Slavs or anybody else for that matter. But they have our DNA. And wouldn't you love to sit down and talk to them? I would love to be the ambassador of this country. Say, I'll go to any country you want. Tell me what you think of us. Tell me. And I'll talk to you. I'll tell you what I think. I will tell you what I think. We do stuff that is just horrible. Horrible. But I'd say, but I want you to meet, and I would take some of you great people and say, this is America, not Donald Trump, not Joe Biden, not Victoria Nuland. We are the best people in the world. We are crazy, but great. You've got New York over here and Boston. Boston, their accent is Australian. Cads, exact. New Zealand and Australia is Boston. Listen to them. And then you've got New Orleans, who are out of their minds. Louisiana, they're like into the parish. They're into this weird kind of Napoleonic code thing. They're wild. And then you got West Virginia, West by God, Virginia. Have you been there? West Virginia is just serious. Logan and a friend of mine went there one time. He went to like their version of a bodega, and he says, "I know I'm in West Virginia," because they had a place. They had cigarettes and brass knuckles you could buy. Brass knuckles. Great country. California, parts of it are beautiful, but people are really good. And the American people, Texas is huge. Texas is beyond anything. And we're good. And we don't get enough credit. And do they think that we like this shit? Hell no. Absolutely not. If you ask any American Latin cousin, what country would you want to bomb right now? They say none. BPOE, best people on earth. You better believe it. Maybe not the best country. I don't know what the best country is, but the best people, Americans? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we've got some here that aren't worth anything. We've got our share. Oh, yeah. We got some weirdos, but they're the minority. Because if I could eliminate this phony news group, and I say, I want regular people to speak, Let me tell you something. This country is great. I wish we could do this. I wish we could go. And the thing I love to do is I love to go into food. Go into food. That's how you learn about a people. If I could go into any place, anything from China to rural China to the steppes of Mongolia to Iran, the rice, their ability to see what they do, it's a whole nother world to find out what makes you a Persian. Tell me, what is Farsi compared to this? Tell me the average guy. Give me an idea of Joe Six-Pack, Joe Tehran. Do you have rural parts? Do you have religious nuts? Do you have religious crazy people? You know who also is very, very sad? What's really a very interesting case, and they're getting a bad rap, is Israel. That is funky. Let me tell you something. If you are a Christian and you want to feel something, go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre where Christ was buried. The Via Dolorosa where he walked with the cross, his tomb to feel Calvary. Oh man. Let me tell you something. And they've got they've got people. I remember one time I saved this. There was a restaurant. Somebody said, let's go here. I said, okay, we went someplace. They had turkey testicles. I said, you're kidding me, right? I said, turkey, do they even have that? I said, they must. Yeah. I said, what? They thought that was the funniest thing in the world. I said, you got to be kidding. I said, I don't want that. Mountain oysters, I will. By the way, don't laugh. Remember at Denver Airport, they got mountain oysters. They have so anyway, sorry for that momentary lapse. I love my country. I love my people. But these governments got to go. I have no interest in them whatsoever. None. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world I've ever seen. Who's running this show here? Is there anybody you like? Is there anybody that you really admire? Anybody you're really proud of? Anybody? Anybody? I think Ron Paul, the more I think about him, I think he might have been one of the best. Bernie Sanders was great for it. He's such a sellout. But he actually stood for something. And I like somebody who believes in what they're saying. I really do. There was people in the old days like Gene McCarthy, McGovern, good man. They were against the war. McGovern was a badass during World War II. He was a bomber pilot or bombardier or something. These were not shrinking violence. Who are the people right now? Who? Is there anyone? Look at this. I'm proud Polish. Good for you. Let me tell you something. Mark Kelly. That's funny. Polish people are badass. You know, I can tell. Look what they eat. Dear God. I remember one time I got into the whole, heavy. It's like each meal is like could be their last meal. We want to send you out with a lot of carbs. No problem there. Polish people, and you know what everybody says about the Polish people? I've never done this. They said, whatever you do, I know people visit, you've got to go to a Polish wedding. Polish wedding, period. No. Not anybody else. Polish. We went to one wedding. Remember the time they wouldn't stop that music? Ding, 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 ding. Okay, let's sit down. No, not yet. Okay, all right, I'll go this way. All right, go this way. Now let's go this way. Would you sit down? Can we eat? No. Go like this. Finally, people say, oh, Jesus, you keep dancing. Polish people, very serious stuff. Very serious. Wouldn't you love that? Wouldn't you love to bring somebody to Poland and say, where would you take somebody? If I brought a couple people from, let's say, from Russia or Poland, and I went to your town, your little town, tell me where you would take them that you were the most proud of, where you would say, this is where we go, this is what we eat, this is what we enjoy. Oh, New York, I wouldn't even know where to start. But I would show them so many things. It was like, you can't believe it. You know what? It's the food. A Polish wedding, there's a bottle of vodka on every table. Seriously. So all I want to tell you is this. When I saw this with Candace, she went after Larry Loomer right off the bat. She said, look at me now. Ha, ha, ha. And she's laughing, and she's on TV, but they're sanctioned. Fuck you with a sanction. What are you worried about? What is going on here? It's not that they don't want anybody to get the word out. They don't want you to question why you've been trained. See, this is what happens with racism. There were kids who were raised in parts of the country who were told that black people are inferior, black people are to be feared, black people. They were just told this, flat out told, and they abided by that. And it was ridiculous. It was look at this. I would take you to see the real Tuscany. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to go, I swear to you, I'm not interested in traveling except that I don't want to go to the usual things. I want to say, where do you go? What does the real, whether it's France or whatever, I want people to know, what is it? How do people act? And I would love, you have no idea. I want to sit in a room televised and people say, tell me what you think about the United States government, not the people. I said, I won't take offense at it because you don't know me, but my government? Who was the only country that dropped 2 atomic bombs? We did. We did. How do you like them apples? We did. And you probably didn't know this. We had all these people from Eisenhower to MacArthur to Curtis LeMay to Stimson telling you, don't do it. There's no need to do it. Once Russia came in, that was it. All they wanted to do was protect it. And I think sometimes from what I've been able, and by the way, YouTube has been wonderful just to let me go places I would never go. But I think, I don't want to use the word cool, but the most fascinating people are Japanese. We have been making eggs for how long? Scrambled, omelets, poached, hard-boiled, soft-boiled, over easy. Let's face it, it's all the same. That's it. For how many years? Have you seen the way they do the tornado omelets? And they do that thing where they slice it over their rice. There's a name for it. That crazy guy with a hat who's famous. They have the omelet pans. They'll have like lasagna omelets. Have you ever seen Japanese tear apart a chicken with little skewers? They've got, you know how normally we have 2 legs, 2 breasts, 2 thighs, 2 wings. That's it, right? The oyster, hey. You ever seen them break down a chicken in Japan? They've got stuff they can take apart behind the neck and make skewers out of it. And you're thinking, what is this? It's chicken. You were throwing that away. They figured out a chicken. They found parts. Sometimes, you know, when it comes to beef, remember the tri-tip was a big one. And the picanha, you know, for the Brazilian love that. It basically, but it's there, but it's how you know. But a chicken? How about the Japanese? Nailless, screwless, just wood of furniture that just fits perfect. Incredible. How about when they make the ink? You seen this fella who makes this ink? He steps the craftsmanship on a subway. You can't say anything. They hate when you walk down the street eating. Somebody told me one time when they lived in Japan, they said they could not understand was that we blow our nose and we put it back in our pocket. They find that disgusting. Oh my God. How about the toilets? Look at vending machines. Japan. It's another world. This is a group of people that just another world. And what do? Look at us. Stepping over some guy who's, I mean, God. And in the old days, in a weird way, and you're not going to believe what I'm saying, but there was a part where it was kind of sort of cool. Like New York was dangerous, but it was like cool. Well, now it's just an insane asylum. Before it was a bunch of tough, like Times Square was, you know, Taxi Driver and strip shows. But they wanted to make sure you were safe, so you'd go to the strip show. Now it's just degeneracy. We have these lunatics, these children. They're not left, but they've inhabited the Democratic Party, and I don't understand what I don't know anything about them. So anyway, So, Candace, God bless you. By the way, the official count, I'm even afraid to do it. 400,009. I know what you're going to do. 400,000, and you were here. You were here. It's only taken now for, I don't know what the hell's going on. But you know what? It's been worth every bit of it. Every bit of it. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm never going to tell you what I went through. You have no idea. You have no idea. But you know what? You didn't knock me down, Ray. I don't give up. I don't give up. That's what Mrs. L will tell you. I don't give up. I'm stupid like that. I don't give up. And I don't care. I mean, I do, but I don't. I want you to respect me, and I respect you. But there are people I know who just don't like me, and I don't care. And it'll never change, but I'm not here to please them. And people get really upset because I point fingers. Like I told you. A lot of these people, they say, I thought you're on my side. My latest group of people are the ones who keep talking about the devil. It's like, well, do something. Ooh. They think that just saying the devil is evil. All right, enough of that. I'm telling you, we're on our way. Between Candace, between Tucker, between other people, between our fighting for the memory and the justice for Charlie, I think this is going to break into something bigger. Because this group right now, this current iteration of American politics, you can have it. I'm just not interested. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the purpose of this is. The Epstein file was a joke. There was a limited hangout. Have you learned anything about the flying saucers? Nope. Anything about the UAPs? No. Anything about that? No. Nothing. The JFK. Hey, we're going to find the JFK news. You got that? What are we doing? And all I'm going to say is Milli Vanilli. It's not even Millie, it's Vanilli, right? That other guy, the one who's living, honey? What's his name? He said, I'm not going to do it. Well, it's the one who's, anyway, not the one who had the different colored eyes. He's Milli Vanilli. This is the 250th anniversary of our country, and I can't get any star to show up. Who else? These other people who these miserable people. Country music used to be the. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's Lee Greenwood? Oh my. You know what? You're right. If I heard that "Proud to Be an American" in my sleep. It's like That's right. And what does Trump do? YMCA, a gay bathhouse anthem? What the hell's going on here? Mrs. L knew those people in the old days. Who was that guy, your buddy, Randy, the cowboy? He's a good egg. Bet him. Those were fun days. So anyway, my friends, Kid Rock. Come on. Yeah, Kid Rock had a hit. What was his hit? Can you name his hit? I don't know. What's his hit? I don't know. Ted Nugent is one thing. Ted Nugent can play. Ted Nugent's good. Don't ever let anybody fool you. Ted Nugent. I mean, there was a time. Oh, I used to be on with him one time. I used to be on Scarborough Country. When he was MS. This is before that disaster. Is that even on anymore? Morning Joe. Oh, I was busting balls like you can't believe. I was on one time with Dog the Bounty Hunter, and this complete jerk off. What's his name? Oh, Donnie Deutsch. And he was on, and I was and Dog said he was going to go find Osama bin Laden. This was in the one segment before me. Then I was coming on. So when they got to me, I said, "Hey, Donnie. Hey, Didi. Donnie Deutsch, double D. So, Dog is going to go get bin Laden. Dog, the bounty hunter. You're serious?" And he said, "We're not talking about Dog." I said, "Well, I'm talking about Dog." Are you kidding me? This is your guest? He's going to go. They're not going to say, hey, who's that guy? I don't know. Shout him. This is the insanity of this. Donnie douche. Dodge. Remember that guy, what's his, Jonathan Capehart? Hello, I'm Jonathan Capehart. Shut up. And Mike Bannicle, the plagiarist. And Doris Kearns Goodwin, another one. Remember all these hacks every day they would come out and just spew this. What is going on here? But you know what the other day? Don't forget AJ. Don't forget Alex Jones. Don't forget the people who started this. Don't forget them. In any event, my friends, I thank you. That's for you. That's a hand for it. So Candace Owens, God bless you. God bless you. I hope she told me, I'm gonna remind you of something. I'm gonna hold her to it. 4,000. Yep, 400,011. We're doing great. Candace said, and she's a woman of her word. She said, you know what? We'll do this, because I was going to have her on the show. She says, but she had talked about, she says, I'm going to be going out of the country. I didn't know where she was going, but we'll do it afterwards. So she is going to be on the show. And that would be something, because so many of you are here by virtue. Oh, by the way, New Country is Evil now as well. Absolutely, Bella. Absolutely. Do I got my George Jones picture? Look at this. Look at me. This is a long time ago. This was 93. I was armed. A little heavier. There's me and George Jones. Look at that right there. At Ruth Eckerd Hall. Me and Possum. That's it. The king. The best. That's it. That's it. The best. You understand that? The best. That was country music. George, Merle, Alan Jackson I think Alan's not doing well, but the hardcore, even David Allan Coe, I know he did some wrong songs, but oh my God, they were just, how about the Highwaymen? Mrs. L loves the Highwaymen with Waylon, and it was Waylon, Johnny Cash, Willie, and Chris Christopherson. So anyway, my friends, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, the Emmy. There we go. Whoopee, huh? Yeah. But you know what I care more about? You mean more to me than that. You. And thank you for that. All right, my friends, we'll see you tonight. And thank you for sharing this. You were here, my friends. Don't forget, we were here. We had a party. 400,000 and now 13. So we're doing great. I love you. And we love Candace, and bless her heart. But I saw that today. Laura Loomer is just, she doesn't know what to do. Can you imagine being Laura Loomer? Can you, seriously, to wake up in the morning and realize, I'm Laura Loomer. Shit. It's like, what do I do? What can you do? What can you do? All right, dear friends. And by the way, go to this one. Remember this? I'm telling you right now, this is critical. This is critical. And I don't want you to think I'm just trying to, look, you and your family, you better right now. This is the link. Go right here. Prepare with Lionel. I mean it. They are not done yet. Let me tell you what happens. All they have to do is just say, we're thinking about sending one of our drone underwater subs to sink one of yours, and the insurance companies won't cover it. So it just stops. We couldn't even buy a balloon for a friend of mine. Remember what I'm telling you. Do it now. This isn't a joke. Because if you think these stores are going to stay open, you're out of your mind. Anyway, I love yous. We'll see you tonight. I don't know when, 7 or whatever it is. We'll figure it out. But thank you. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. Thank you for subscribing. And subscribe to Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Lynn's Warriors, absolutely, she's gold. She is purity. She is pure gold. I mean this. Lynn's Warriors go there. All right, dear friends, we love you. Have a great and a glorious day. And until we meet again, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da-da.